Yes. Aye.
Stand clear. Our business does not concern you, Longlegs. Pepin will be back momentarily with the tome, and then we will be on our way. Until then, do not interfere. I am Templar Tenses, here on behalf of the Basilica Nostra. The work of scholars is not usually my concern, but the Tome of Contrition is a particularly sensitive item, and its fate is of an importance far beyond academics. It is called the Tome of Contrition, and it is a record of gnomish experience throughout the ages. But that is all I can say. To reveal more could be detrimental to our expedition. Now, if only Pepin would return from undersea fasting. A dread cloud hangs above this island. I can feel it. The Tome of Contrition was stolen by the Diverga in one of their barbaric raids. During the Edessa migration, we gnomes transported many artifacts from across the seas to the Great Library. The temptation was too much for such savages. But of all the relics lost to us, the Tome of Contrition is the most important. It is not my place to explain, and not yours to know. I will put it this way. The loss of such a book could do irreparable harm. I'm not sure. Obviously, I can't pursue them. It is my duty to stay here, to see to our higher purpose. But something must be done. Pepin's tardiness is a concern. Fine. Yes, it is decided. You may find Pepin, and you will be rewarded for doing so. But I accept no responsibility for your safety. None whatsoever. It is the closest the Diverga on this island had to a vault. Their most valuable plunder is stored deep in its dark and dripping corridors. The tome was taken from one of our relic galleys during the migration to fill the Great Library of Edessa. As it always is with the Diverga, they had no idea of the worth of what they'd taken. He means well, but neither his intellect nor his discipline are up to the caliber of even our weakest scholars. Pepin is perfect for tasks like this one, of the run and fetch variety. Tracking the tome to this location was a monumental effort on the part of our scholars and mariners. Piracy is a dirty business, and I prefer to retrieve what we came for and depart. I find this sort of setting to be rather agitating. So sinister. They'd sooner burn a book for warmth than learn how to build their own fire. The sea dwarfs have no respect for what we hold dear. They aren't fit to walk the earth. That is why they're exiled to the oceans. I am aware of him. The comings and goings of barbarous rabble is not my province. The fact that I am here on this rock at all is proof that I've somehow offended my superiors. It is torture. It is inland, beyond the cliffs. We have made our camp here so as not to arouse suspicion in the villagers to the east. Castaways are an excitable breed. Be gone now.
I keep waiting for the Templar Tanses to tell us we're leaving Gallows End. Nothing yet. I am Scholar Manoise of the Basilica Nostra. My brother Lewis and I were nominated for this expedition because of our exemplary work on the Frostbreak Sea chronology. Perhaps you have heard of it. Probably not. Don't make me waste my breath. Did he lobby tirelessly to be considered for his position in the Basilica Nostra? No! Did he burn the library candles to Nubs writing his papers? No. Scholar Germain, and it pains me to call him that, is better off lost in the mud of a Dverga tunnel. We are all spared his ignorance. Dead kill? Sounds sinister. Should I be concerned? This is all very exciting. I've never met a pirate before. Are you a pirate? I studied the region ahead of time, assembled a collection of the library's best references. I must admit that the island is much different than I expected. I preferred the books. Aye.
Not now.
Carloman and I are eager to leave this place. It is far more peculiar than we anticipated. The research does not do its perversion justice. You may call me Scholar Manoise, the Elder Manoise, as in Louis Manoise, author of the treatise on the origins of the Fey kind. Surely you've heard of it? It is quite well known. In certain circles. You will not pry any secrets from this scholar. The contents of the tome are known only to a chosen few. One day, I hope to be one of them. Pepin? He's no scholar. The Basilica Nostra never would have chosen him for this expedition if it weren't for his uncle, Templar Vinther. If I have to read another one of his ridiculous theories on the vivification of the dead, I will throw myself into the sea. My brother Carloman and I were recruited to assist Templar Tenses in this expedition. No doubt because of our superior insight. We were also available. Yes, I have caught whispers of this man and his history. Why is it that other races are so transfixed by the exploits of cutthroats and cretins? You'd assume they have nothing more worthwhile to aspire to. Farewell.
Aye, stranger.
How odd. What brings you down here? Oh, I see. Leave it to Templar Tenses to send me an assistant. And a lofty one at that. She has no confidence in me. Never has. There's no need for aid. I have the situation under control. Mostly. Just wait. When I return, tome in hand, she will have no choice but to boast of my valor. Everyone believes I'm a failure, but I will prove my worth. I've labored long and hard to reach the rank of scholar. Don't let anyone tell you different. Everyone will. I assure you. I can't seem to find my way in these vast, convoluted passages. I don't know how the Dverga ever did. The treasure chamber is somewhere down here, but I've yet to discover it. Did Templar Tenses not tell you? No, she wouldn't, would she? The Tome of Contrition is where our wisest leaders record the mistakes they've made in the name of progress. The instances of frailty, of weakness, Such knowledge prevents our kind from repeating its greatest mistakes. With it, we're able to move forward, not wallow in the past. As you can expect, the contents of this book are quite damning. Is that where we are? No one would tell me where we were going. Typical. I've never heard of a dead cow. Is it a species of algae? Plankton, perhaps? It's in the chamber at the end of this passage. We might need to find it among the other treasures, but our facts indicate that the tome is there. I won't be afraid, I won't be afraid. The Templar will see, I swear it. Keep up! Keep up! We'll see. I swear it.
Cycle the Third, the pirate? Oh, Netta, if you could only see the skies over Gallows End. Magnificent. Do you recall the base-born myth of the Pirate King? They called him Dead Kell. Well, he lives, my love, and is as existent as you or I. Not only that, but has built quite the harbor on our hidden isle. Years of his miserable life have been spent in this grand endeavor, time that could have been better spent. Strange. All my records indicate that Dead Kell was butchered not long ago by the Alfar of all people. Clearly, such reports were erroneous. I must tread carefully. Dead Kell's minions prowl the wharves and tidal pools, and he promises the gallows to any who come seeking his capture. I do not wish to risk a misunderstanding. Oh, Netta, I grow so weary of this isolation. This leave-taking may very well be the death of me.
This old ruin won't last much longer, I'm afraid. We'd better move quickly. This is not a job for a scholar. I see something. At last I will be vindicated!
Aye.
Of course. It would be you, wouldn't it? I should have known Pepin would fail. He's never done otherwise. Well, the expedition has proven successful, and that is all that matters. This is one mistake that will not make its way into the Tome of Contrition. That is certain. Now we must depart. It is a long voyage back to Edessa. A pity our vessels are built for the gnomish frame. Otherwise I might have brought you with us. Yes, it is quite a pity. Goodbye.
It was a mistake to bring that fool Pepin on the expedition. We will pay for that decision. Mark my words.
Aye.
I've never been so uncomfortable in my life. I'm actually anticipating the voyage home. It shall be a holiday. Farewell.
Yes, my liege? Just a few finishing touches remain. I'm very excited for you to see it. Which reminds me, Myfa tells me that a new arrival named Ollie Madsen was a master-at-arms before he landed here. Invite him to come here, and he'll be an excellent addition to the keep. Just a few finishing touches remain. Go find a new arrival named Ollie Madsen in Cape Solace. Myfa tells me he'd be interested in seeing this. Goodbye.
Hello.
Hey! There's talk that you're the one that took that keep on the hill single-handed. Impressive. I come from a big family. My brothers and I used to fight each other all the time. Sure, it may sound like tough love, but it prepared us for this harsh world. That Dockelfar woman Myfa told me what you and the gnome are doing up there. I've spent my life training fighters, and I'd be honored to be Gravehall's master-at-arms. I'll pull up stakes here and march up to join you at the keep. Ain't that dug in anyhow. See ya. Hey! Hey!
Every great hall needs an armory, and I believe we've done an admirable job of restoring this one, if I do say so myself. So, you asked Ollie Madsen to serve as the keep's master-at-arms? You won't be disappointed, my liege. He'll make his home in the armory a fine residence. I would know. Your keep is one step closer to its former glory. With the armory and a qualified master-at-arms, no invader will ever threaten our peace. This place! It never ceases to surprise me! With it all cleaned up, I was able to spot the entrance to a collapsed tunnel leading from the keep. Once I'd laid eyes on it, I knew I'd seen it in my dream. I'll need some materials, though. 3 bundles of beach stone, 2 bundles of bear hide, and 3 bundles of sea steel. If these tunnels are as I've seen them in my dream, they'll provide a fast and stealthy route to the furthest reaches of this island. With these as our pathways, every wreck will be salvaged and every castaway will be rescued. In the dream, this tunnel was a direct passage to shipwrecked sites all over the island, places it'd take days to travel on foot, if you survived the trip at all. The Diverger collapsed the tunnel when they sealed the keep and abandoned the island. I wasn't sure if it would be worthwhile to dig out the tunnel leading from the keep across the island. But now that I've had a chance to investigate the site, I think these passages should be our highest priority. Well, so you do. I'll get to work immediately. It's coming along nicely. I've been able to reinforce it and preserve the handsome decorative touches. I suggest we explore how best to use them when I'm finished. Bye.
Hey! Yes, my liege? Bit boring with nothing to fight, you know. I've been Master at Arms for both Candrian and Helmgard keeps, training sellswords and lords alike. You may even know my brother Jakin. He's the Arena Master at the House of Valor. As part of my training routine, I've collected records of who can beat certain monsters the fastest. I can test you against those records. You choose the monster you want to fight, and then I'll tell you how you did. If you set a new record against a monster type, I'll give you a reward. Yes, in a controlled environment. You can test your weapons and magic against different monster types in the pit. After the fight, I'll tell you how you did. I like your enthusiasm. Do you want to fight a big creature or a bunch of small ones? Don't worry. They make up for their size with numbers. Which creature would you like to fight against? Don't worry. They're small spiders. Small, but deadly. Good luck. Ready for some training? You got your first record. I hope you don't think they'll all be this easy. Here's a reward, and your results. Don't forget to come back soon.